Hello, this is Michael Kerr. I live in Canada, and I want to thank you for the video that you put up about composting with worms and how you set up your beds and whatnot. Excellent. Really good information for people who are into growing their own food. Here where I live in Chatham, Kent, southwestern Ontario, we have a heavy clay soil as well, and when it's hard, you need a jackhammer to get through it. But I like your idea of putting some organic matter over top of it and then digging it out after. That's a very good idea. Thank you for that. That's going to save me a lot of time and effort. And I like the fact that you put your worm compost into the ground. That's also a novel idea that I haven't dealt with yet. I have mine in a freezer, and it's all the way down to the bottom now, and I feed them through that, and I also compost on top of that. So there's different ways of doing this, but as long as the worms are happy and get lots of air and water and the darkness that they crave, all should be well. That ammonia smell sometimes happens. As long as the worms are good, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But it is a warning sign that you might be getting a little bit too much moisture in there. Just a thought. Um, my website at mikesworms.com goes into detail on how to make a worm bin really cheaply out of a plastic bin. And it's very simple. It's all pictures mostly with a little bit of talking. And I also talk about worm tea, which is basically compost tea, and how to use it, and using worms for bait as well. You were talking about worms being used for fishing. I I enjoy fishing. I'm surrounded by the Great Lakes here, so that's one of my pastimes, and the fish is excellent. I don't know what kind of pollutants are in the water. I'm not even going to think about that. I'll just enjoy the protein. Anyway, thank you for your information. I am going to be working on my garden um, fairly soon. It's cold and wet here. I haven't done too much to it other than clear it off and start to get some of the things ready and moving my big compost pile around. So this is the busy season. I don't know what else there is to say. Oh, I have a blog. I have two, well, I have several blogs, but two of them that are very important as far as getting through a crisis situation is one of them is survival-list.blogspot.com, and the other one is my hemp. I also happen to be a hemp advocate. So those are two things that will help people get through these economic times where food is going to be short. If they can grow hemp or find some way of getting hemp seed for food, they're going to be much better off. And the survival list talks about all kinds of other issues around survival, and I actually try out some products that I buy online or at stores or whatnot, and give a bit of a review on what's good, what's not. What else? I have been. I actually got to your site because I was watching Fever I Am on YouTube. A guy named Mike over in the UK. He seems to have a good commentary on daily news, and I strongly suggest people go see him as well. Aside from that, enjoy your trials and tribulations in gardening, because they do come up, and hopefully you'll have enough to feed yourself and your family, and maybe have enough left over to give away or sell to other folks who are going to be needing food. You are one of the people who are going to be one of the main teachers of people in the future on how to just sustain yourself. I'm not at the point yet where a beehive is going to be able to come into the city, um, I want to buy some land just outside of the city and have some goats and some chickens and the bees myself. But I looked up my city bylaws and I'm not allowed to keep bees this close to the city limits. So, um, good luck with that. I hope everything goes well for you. Have a good season. Bye now.